Hey guys, Madam Ro here with my son. He's playing with his toys in the background, so I'm sure you're gonna hear him banging and stuff and probably talking. Um, so I wanted to share with you a project that I created. I was in a swap over at my scrap room when I thought I had, this month free to be able to, you know, do a couple swaps and finish some of the racks that I owe people. But I just got a huge wedding order, so I'm gonna have to kind of pace myself this month. I'm trying to get caught up with everything, so I'm gonna have to push a few things back a little bit, but I'm getting there. So. Like I said, I was in a swap at my scrap room. Miranda, who is Miss Liberty, was a guest hostess there, and we had to do altered canvas, and we had to embellish it with metal. So my partner was Christine. Hi, Christine, and she liked my altered book that I made for Leanne. So she said she wanted me to create something fairy tale like, and then she liked nature. So my wheels were turning in my head, and I decided to create this. And this is my first canvas that I've ever done. So I absolutely love it, and I will be doing more, definitely. So here's what I did. So here is my canvas, and I'm gonna move it so you can see it better because it's kind of dark from the glare from the background. So 1 second. Okay, so let me put this back up. So basically I wanted to do a Snow White themed canvas because she said she wanted something fairy tale. And this is actually a Michael's frame. I'm going to put this whiteboard down for a second. And what I did was I painted it this turquoise color, and then I glimmer misted it with the Perfect Pearl spray mist to give it some a touch of gold. And then I added a little round mirror in the inside. So that's why I have to have this whiteboard so you can see the image. And then on transparency paper, I printed out this image of Snow White holding an apple. And on here, I also made like a little banner that says mirror, mirror on the wall. And then down here, I put who's the fairest of them all. And that's why I have the mirror in there. And I absolutely love the way that this turned out. So I actually did another project using a mirror, and it was a layout. And you guys, for Mother's Day, so you guys will see that shortly. So yeah, I absolutely love the way that this turned out. And I wanted you to be able to see kind of the reflection behind the image so that way whenever the mirror was asked, you know, who's the fairest of them all, a picture of Snow White came through. So the storyline behind this, and I put my own little twist to it, is that Snow White and then the evil witch met up in the forest, where the evil witch had her little bottle of potion here, and I got this little potion in a rack from Laundry Queen. Thanks, girl. And also this little butterfly I got from her as well. So thank you. I put it to some good use. So basically, the evil queen poisoned the apple, which she gave to Snow White. So they were in the forest, and the evil queen brought her little mirror with her, and she asked right before giving her the apple, you know, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And then this image of Snow White pops up. She gets mad and decides that she's going to go ahead and give her the apple. So Snow White, little amulet, and this is what I thought this little jewelry piece here looked like a little amulet to ward off evil. The witch had put a spell on it so that way to make herself seem good, so her little amulet didn't work. So Snow White trusted the evil witch and decided to take a bite of this apple. And I got this apple from Walmart, and I cut a piece out of it to make it look like she took a bite out of it. And then I just kind of dabbed it with some black paint, black gesso, to give it like a rotted old look, to it, like it's been out in the forest for a while. So she takes a bite of the apple, and then she, falls out, and then the evil queen heard someone coming, so she drops everything and takes off running. I know that's not part of the story, but I want it to look like this was like kind of dropped inside the grass, and and this is how it fell. So she drops her mirror and then drops the apple, and it falls right there. And then she drops her little potion here, and then the amulet falls off of her neck and falls there. And then I use some moss to simulate grass, and I just put it throughout here. And then inside of the grass, there's some little metal screws and stuff that was dropped from a while ago. And then we have some more screws here and a battery, a little clock piece here. So that's what I wanted to do with the metals, because we had to include metals on here. So I wanted to make the metals part look like, just some old debris that was dropped in the grass. So that's what I did there. And then I added some cheesecloth to make it look kind of like a spider web, like a little webbing effect behind here. So that's what I did there. And then, since we're in nature, a little butterfly comes and, sits on the frame and, there. So that's what I wanted to add a little bit of nature for that aspect of it. And then some flowers. We'll put some rolled roses here. And then to make the gradient effect with this rolled roses, I used my chalk inks. And then I put a little bit of acrylic paint on them as well. So I just added those there. Let's see what else. And then here's a little Tim Holtz light bulb that was just fell, part of the debris. And then behind here, this is actually the moss. I wanted to create some texture back here. So I Mod Podged the moss on here along with this. And then this textured part is like tissue paper that I Mod Podged on there as well. And then once I Mod Podged everything on, I painted over it with white gesso, so everything was like white. And then I use a lot of different Lindy sprays and stuff that you can get. Lindy sprays you can get from MsLiberty25's shop. She now carries Lindy. So I sprayed all that, and then I put a little bit of acrylic paint over it. There. And then on the edges of this, I used MsLiberty25 lace, the little ribbon lace, to give it some texture. Went over it with gesso, and then sprayed it with the Lindy spray and some acrylic paints. So you'll see that it's all around. And I wanted to kind of have some moss hanging off of the sides. So, and that just carries all the way around there. Okay, so basically that's everything that I did, and I hope you guys like it. Christine, I hope you really like this canvas. I had so much fun doing it. My creative juices were flowing, and I'm so happy to be working on mirrors. So you'll see quite a few more projects. I have a little experiment that I'm doing that I want to share with you guys later on when I have some free time on working with mirrors. So I also, on my little layout on my mirror that I did, it was like an 8x8. I have a start to finish video, so you guys will be able to see my process on how I worked on a mirror. And I got the inspiration from Miranda, because she did a Ustream video where she did a layout on glass. But I wanted to take it up another notch and put it on a mirror. So, yeah. And so this is my project. I'll give you guys one last look from top to bottom. I'll just kind of go slow. There's the image of Snow White, the apple, and then the bottom. So, alright, so thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out my blog for all the product listings of what I use from MsLiberty25, and to see still photos as well. So if you guys are inspired, feel free to follow me on my blog, and you guys have an awesome day. Bye.